She be talking about that makeup. She be talking about them nails. She be showing you the hair. It's a ministry, yeah, yeah. 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 It's a ministry, yeah, yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome to yet another video with Lady K. I want to say thank you to each and every person who is requesting these videos, who continue to watch these videos and catch the replays and liking and sharing and messaging. You know, all that good stuff, okay? So before we get started, I want you to take some time. I'm gonna go ahead and wait. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell button as well so you won't miss out on nothing that I'm doing right here on this YouTube channel, all right? All right, let's get started. So, I heard you was about to start a business in your house, and I want to tell you the pros and the cons. The pros and the cons of starting your home-based business, no matter what it is in the beauty field, okay? We're gonna say beauty field because that's the most important part. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get a dancing moment. All right, so I'm ready. All right, I had to let that out so I could be calm for the rest of the video, all right? So, number one. Everybody say number one. Number one. Boom, 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 boom. Number one. All right, so number one, first things first is you want to make sure that your mindset is right, okay? That's the first thing, because let me tell you why. Somebody might say, well, what do your mindset has to do with starting a home-based business? Well, number one, you're at home. So that means you're in the comfort and the privacy of your home where you ain't got to get dressed, girl. No, you don't. You can wear night clothes all day. You ain't got to do your hair. You can keep your scarf on. You ain't got to look cute. Well, that's a myth. The thing is you have to understand every single time that you wake up and it is a work day for you, you should get dressed. You should do your makeup. You should do your hair. You should look good, because when you look good, you do what? You feel good. And when you feel good, what you do? You get some good things done, okay? All right? So without any thought of putting in the work, you have to make sure that you look the part. Even, let me tell you something. Even if you are not going anywhere that day, even if you don't have no phone calls, no meetings that day, it is very important to look the part. Let me tell you something else. Something else. My son, he needs to put, pause. Hit the, Jordan, put a button right here where they can ding. Hit the button. Somebody hit the ding. Ding. Let me tell you, don't put no clothes on and you know you don't smell good. Take a bath, sister. Take you a good bath. This might be TMI for some of y'all, but I want to be honest. Let's be very honest. Take a bath. Get dressed, look the part, and you will feel the part. People who look good and feel good get things done, okay? That's number one. Number two. Boom. Number two. Boom. Number two. All right, number two. Make sure that you have your day and your schedule planned out in a book. Now, it is so many different books. You can do a journal, you can do a calendar, you can do a composition book, you can do a notebook, you can do whatever it is that you feel comfortable with doing, and create yourself a schedule. Something that I like to do is I like to create my schedule for the week. The whole week I just go down and I'm just setting up what I want to do on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and I try my best to get them done. Now, let me tell you, the con to that is holding yourself accountable for making sure that all of these things get done. But the con to it is if you don't get it done, Do not beat yourself up. Can I tell you guys, it is a known fact that a lot of times when we don't do what we thought we was gonna do, or we set ourselves up to do and we don't do it, what happens is then we instantly beat ourselves up because we didn't get it done. This is not the time to beat yourself up. This is the time to continue to understand that I am a work in progress. Can I tell you something, man? You are a work in progress. You are doing the best that you know how to do. So don't beat yourself up if you said, I'm gonna do this on Tuesday and it did not get done on Tuesday. And it's okay to set yourself up a rest day. Let me tell you guys, I used to set up I don't do it no more because I'm just doing it whenever I can. But every single Friday I would set up to do a me day. I would do my hair, I would do my nails, I would do my makeup, and I would fully get myself together every single Friday. I wouldn't do no work. No, I wouldn't. And it would just be my me day to cater to myself, which could also be a rest day. That was my time to be able to rest and to be able to really, really, really worship and talk to God in a time and a format that I've never talked to God. I would cry out on that day. I'm telling you, it would be just perfect, pitch perfect, okay? So, number 3. Let's move on to number 3. Let's move on to number 3. Ow. Okay, y'all. So number 3 is very, 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 very important to me. Number 3, when you are starting your home-based business, understand that your atmosphere is important, baby. Understand that your atmosphere is important. I can't even get it out. That's how important it is. It's so important that you have to understand how important your atmosphere is. You have to understand that the people that you allow into your household, you have to understand the atmosphere that you are setting before these people come into your household. Let me tell you something about myself. I don't just take every single client. I am on a scout, okay? I'm on a scout looking for clients. I am paying attention to how you act, and I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. Judge me if you like. You can also put in the comment section below if you think it's a good idea. But let me tell you, I go based off of my personality, based off of what I like to do. Number 1, I am a Christian, so I'm a Christian-based business. So I'm going to do some research on my people who wants to come into my house, because I want to make sure that, number 1, this is where me and my family lay our head. That's first. Number 2, this is a place where we should always feel comfortable. We should always have peace. Your home should always be peaceful. So because of that, I'm always on a prowl trying to figure out if this is a good client for me. So usually what I do is I go through and I'm checking on you. I'm checking to see what are you presenting on your platforms. What are you presenting in your atmosphere? So I want to know who you are. Listen, there is nothing like seeing who somebody is sometimes on their platforms. Now, am I saying everybody is terrible? No. But what I'm saying is I know what I desire to have in my space. So setting my atmosphere is number 1. And making sure that I know who is coming into the atmosphere that I have set, that I have cleansed, that I have prayed in, that I have worshiped in. I'm telling you, you have to make sure. It is very imperative. Okay? All right. Number 4. Number four. Y'all, okay. Number four. You have to understand everybody is not going to be on your side. Can we pause? Jordan, insert some crickets right here. Insert some crickets, because somebody just heard me tell the truth. Everybody is not going to be on your side. Everybody is not going to want what's best for you and your business. Everybody is not going to understand the vision that God gave you. Everybody is not going to want to pour into the vision that God gave you. Everybody ain't going to want to sacrifice like you sacrifice for your business and for what God has created for you to be able to get yourself out there. So understand that every time you talk to somebody, they might not be a client. Every time you talk to somebody, every time someone messages, do you guys know how many messages I get all the time about my business and what I do and how much it costs and, oh, I would like to set up an appointment? I get that all the time, but I have to understand that every client ain't my client. That's the first thing. And then number two, I have to understand that that is not open-minded. I'm sorry, y'all. I had a whole moment. It's serve praise. But everybody is not going to be your client, and that's okay. And you have to understand that that should not represent who you are or what you represent. Do not allow the number, because that's very important. Some people get so caught up on the numbers. Do not allow the number of clients that you have define who your business is or what your business stands for. That's not true. You can have 17 clients and majority of them could not be good clients, but you're so worried about the money. One thing that I've always said is you cannot look at the money when it comes down to having a home-based business, because if you are looking at money, you will lose your motivation. Sometimes the money won't be there, but your worship still has to. Sometimes the money won't be there, but your faithfulness to who God has created you to be has to be there. Listen, something else is I don't take everybody just because I need the money. Okay, that's the first thing you have to understand, and that's the first thing you need to make sure that you understand. I don't need every piece of money that comes my way. All right? I'm gonna move on because that's a whole subject all by itself, and I don't want to lose y'all. So let's just move on to number 5. Number 5. Number 5 is it's basic, but it's still important. Number 5, sanitation. Somebody might be like, why is number 5 basic? Number 5 is basic because you're probably saying, well, I clean up my house all the time. But baby, let me tell you something. You got that corona, girl. I think my son said I'm not allowed to say that word. So we just gonna call her Cece. You got Cece out there. And Cece is out here on the prowl looking and seeking whom she may devour. You don't want her to come and devour your space. So you have to make sure that you are cleaning properly, okay? Make sure that whenever you have clients, whether it's your hair client, all of your hair tools need to be disinfected. All of your combs, everything need to be wiped down. I don't play when it comes down to that stuff because I don't want none of my clients to have any transference. When it comes down to your nail stuff, you have to make sure that you are always changing what needs to be changed. A lot of the stuff that I purchased for my nail stuff, and if you have not seen that video, that will be here. If you need to see the makeup video, that will be posted on this side. And you can click these links right here to see all of my products and everything. But I have a lot of disposable stuff when it comes down to my nail stuff, because you are talking about fouling. You are talking about things where it could probably like cut into the skin, scrape the skin, and you don't want anything to happen to anybody because of your lack of responsibility to make sure that you are keeping your stuff disinfected and sanitized, okay? That is very important. Every time my client sits down, the chairs are being wiped, the table is being wiped, everything is being wiped down. Now, what products you use, that's your choice, because everybody has a tolerance for certain products that some people don't. But the other day, y'all, I almost killed myself using some awesome. Be careful. Be careful, okay? Be careful, because you don't want that to happen to you. All right, moving on to number 6. Number 6. Moving on to number 6. All right, number 6, y'all. I'm loving these songs. Number 6. Number 6. Let's talk about finances. The financial side of the business, of being a home-based business. Number 1, you gotta understand that setting your prices and sticking to them is important, okay? Stick to your prices because it is very important, okay? All right. I have photos throughout my space with all of my prices because I don't never want to tell a client, okay, this is how much this costs on the phone. And then, because let me tell you guys, people are known for doing this. They will ask you how much it costs several times. Let me tell you, that is not always, let me tell you what this is going on. What's going on here? Let me tell you what's going on here. What's going on here is sometimes people are looking for you to not be consistent in your prices. This is me saying this in a nice way. People are not trying to look for you to be consistent in your prices. Some people are looking forward to you to change their price about $5 to $6 to maybe $7 to $10. Some people are not willing to come out of their pocket with the good coin, okay? And so since some people are not there to that place yet where you are gonna have some people that are very integral. I have a few people that I'm connected to that I can say that they are, so I don't have to deal with that. But you have some clients who will try to talk you down your dime, so you have to make sure that you have prices all around you. So when people say, how much did you tell me that was gonna be inside the text message, because I remember you said it was 25, and you know good and well, that you can just point to the wall, there it is, that's how much it costs. So you ain't got to change no prices, buddy. You ain't got to change no prices, okay? You ain't got to change no prices. All right, number 7. Number 7. They say 7 is the number that represents completion, but we ain't done yet. All right. Okay, so we're not done yet. All right, so number 7 is making sure that you always communicate with your family on who's going to be in your household. Okay, because one thing's for sure, 2 things for certain, you are not being a professional if you have a client at 2 o'clock and your kids are running around, everybody's making a lot of noise, you getting a whole bunch of phone calls. You got to make sure that you are ready for your schedule, okay? And understand, for me and my family, we have a very tight-knit schedule, like boo, 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 boo. If you know us, you know we go to bed early. Yes, call me old if you like. But I guess my beauty rest, why do you think I'm so cute? Why? It's not just because I'm just out here getting cute. It's because I'm getting my beauty rest. That's why I'm cute, because I'm getting my beauty rest, okay? But you guys want to make sure that you understand that you have a schedule, okay? What time do you open? You have to, just because you are at home does not mean that you are at home. My husband talks about this all the time, because a lot of times my husband's schedule, it works kind of weird. He gets home sometimes a little early, but because he's home, he still has a lot of work to do. And so I'm saying that to say is you have to make sure that you understand that just because you are home does not mean that this is not your business. Get your schedule together, girl. Get your schedule together, okay? All right. Number 8. Number 8. Number 8. All right. So the important thing about number 8 is make sure you taking pictures of your work. Yes. Yeah. Make sure you taking pictures of your work, because sometimes what you don't understand is your work speaks for itself, okay? But make sure you're taking good pictures of your work. Now, I myself don't post all of my work. I don't. I'm gonna tell the truth, I don't post everything. Sometimes my clients, like I had a client, if she watched this, she probably gonna be like, I know she's talking about me. But I had a client and we did her feet and she said, please do not post my feet. I don't want my feet on social media. And I understood that. I agreed. I understood. And that's very important, is to make sure that you understand your clients. I understand you posting. So something that I don't do is I don't put the faces in unless I'm doing a makeup. If I'm doing the makeup and they say they don't want to be posted, I won't post it. But if I'm doing someone's nails or someone's feet or something like that, if they say that they don't want it to be posted, I don't post it. If I do somebody's hair, I just post maybe the sides and the back, but I'm not gonna post the whole thing if they are not comfortable. But the whole point of number 8 is to make sure that you understand that you should be taking pictures of everything that you do, all right? Even if you don't post it, take a picture of it, because you can be creating a portfolio for all of the work that you have done. Number 9. I thought that was a good note, but it might not have been. But number nine is to make sure that you are always encouraging yourself. Always encouraging yourself, because if you don't believe in you, nobody else is going to believe in you. A short story, you guys. When I first got into makeup, I was so pumped. Come here, girl. I was so excited. I was so excited, okay? I was super excited when I first got into doing makeup. I was so excited. I didn't care about not knowing what I was doing. I didn't care. I did not care. I didn't care about my confidence. I did not care. Just wanted to get it done. And what happened was I got a bad client and it took a whole turn. I told my husband I don't want to do makeup anymore. Like, I was so over it. But I did not understand that what happened is because I wasn't motivating myself, I wasn't confident in myself. Being confident is very important. If you are confident in yourself, the people that you connect with will be confident in who you are and what you stand for, what you bring to the table, and what you do. Confidence is something that only comes from within. If you are not confident from within, you won't be confident on the outside. People will only see what you present to them. So just like if you're presenting someone a lie, they're going to believe the lie that you're presenting to them, because that's what you're presenting. If you are presenting someone with the truth, no matter how bad it sounds, if you are presenting someone with like, hey, listen, I'm just getting started, I need to practice, I need to get more practice on this, this, and this, and this, do that. But don't not be confident in what you do, even if you don't know how to do it. Just make sure that you are honest, because honesty helps with being confident. They go hand in hand with each other, okay? I remember telling a client she wanted the ballerina nails, and I said, I have never done the ballerina, but I would love to be, I would love for you to be my first client. And she was like, okay. What I did to make it easier for me is I went out and I purchased the nails that were already in the shape to make it a little bit easier with the process. But in addition to that, I stayed doing research. Research what you do. Research what you do. Okay? Research is very important. A teacher is always on top of what she's doing to make sure that she's teaching her students the best way that she can. So when you have a thing that you're good at, a singer, we always practice. Y'all don't judge me. We are always practicing on trying to figure out how we can get the best note possible without being embarrassed. Okay? So practicing is doing your studying, is getting it together. Alright? Number 10. Oh, we made it. We made it. We made it. Number 10 is the final thing that I want to share with you about the pros and cons of starting your home-based business. Number 10, you guys. Number 10. Let's pause. Can we have a moment of silence for number 10? Boom! Number 10. Understand the purpose of your business and what makes it stand out and different from everybody else's. What makes you different? Why do people want to invest in what you do? Why should I want to come to your business rather than going out here and getting my stuff done by whomever? What makes your business different? Learn your niche. Understand your technique. Understand who you are and present it to the best of your ability. Understand, if I'm out here trying to be like Jimmy, Lou, Sue, and Jane, I'm never gonna be Kenosha. I'm never gonna be who God has created me to be in my own way. Just because I see Sue doing makeup does not mean I need to add makeup to what I do just because I just want the money. If we can go back to step, I think it was 6 or 7. Was it 8? Possibly not. No, I think it was 5. I don't know. Pick a number. Just pick a number and put it there. But what I said is you cannot be worried about the money. That goes back to that. If you understand who you are, you're walking or running or jogging, whatever you want to do, if you want to crawl, in your own lane, you understand your lane, you don't have to look for anybody else's lane. You don't have to look to go into anybody else's platforms or trying to take the cake from anybody else's. Understand that part, and that part is what matters the most, okay? So making sure that you understand what is your niche. What are you presenting? What are you giving to people to make them want to come back and get services that you have? What I am saying is, it does not matter what you're using or what your technique is or what your niche may be. If it's a good service niche, they're coming back. Boom. Mic drop. Okay, you guys, so that's it for my 10 things that I just wanted to share with you guys about the pros and cons of starting a business and the very important things that you need when you're starting a business. Now, if you have any further questions, you can always message me for Williamson Resource Center and I'll be sure to get back to you on that. But other than that, you guys, that's all I got for you, baby. If I could sing, that would have been a good ending.